be very, very prayerful about your friendship. Let me tell you, I have come to realize that the enemy is against potential. Welcome to another episode of Is It Godly. I hope you guys are amazing. I am great myself. Najua. I have spent so much time before releasing a new video, but I am here. Let me not give excuses. Do nimerealize nimekuwa tu nikisema the reason why I'm not hadi sahi, I don't know even what to say anymore. But anyway guys, here it's another video. And it's a video that I've really been thinking a lot about for the past I guess 2 weeks. So I thank God that now I am able to release this video, to make this video. Guys, I hope you enjoy it. And those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each time I release a new video. Guys, I apologize for the noise. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Yeah, let's get into the video. So yes, guys, so I have been thinking about which are those mistakes that I really, let me actually call them terrible, because the mistakes we do can really cost us very, very much. So which are those terrible mistakes? From Kitambo, when I began to realize what friendship means, I think I began to realize what friendship means in campus. High school ilikuanga tu hakuna. I think campus, because it's a very important stage. Life yako ukiwa campus. I think I've seen, sorry guys for the doodle, I have seen that the friends that I made in campus, we are still together up to now. Unless something happened, we are still together up to now. And I think with time I've really realized that the friends that I made in campus, they are very, very significant. That is for me. I don't know what about you. Ebu comment down below and tell me what you think about your campus friendships. Sijui kama you're thinking the same. I don't know whether guys you think the same. My friendships that I made in campus are still there, and I have really seen their significance in my life. So guys, one of the terrible mistakes I did, one, is not allowing friendships to, blossom on their own. I tended to really hurry up friendship. We have met for the first time and I really want to force us to be very, very good friends. I want us to skip those processes of allowing ourselves to know each other, allowing ourselves to actually, assess which are our values and what do we stand for and whatever. But the first stage was us. On the first day, we are already very close. The second day, I'm already pouring out very important information to me, because I think I was very, very excited about what you're making me feel. And not really caring about, what am I doing in your life? What are you doing in my life? What does God expect of me to fulfill this friendship? Which is our purpose here, I really did not see it in that spiritual aspect. I was not allowing myself, or I was not allowing the spirit to lead me. I was not allowing myself to think around all those. I was actually emotional and excited about what the friendship made me feel on the first day. So you're meeting it's the third day and you're already talking about very, very important things in each other's lives. Well, I know there are friendships that started off the first day we met, we felt like we have known each other for a very long time. I've found, or I've met people talking about something like that. But according to me, the friendship that I really allowed, for them to blossom on their own without me having to interfere, or me feeling like I have to do something about this friendship for it to become better, or me feeling like I really have to do something to make this friendship better. I don't know whether guys you are understanding me. I know there is a responsibility in each friendship, but what I'm saying is I really didn't have to do so much on the first days to force situations. I'm really talking about forcing situations. You have to give extra information so that you can retain this friendship, or just making the processes go for very fast. Like you are giving extra information about yourself. You don't even know this person very, very well. You've just met. I have really found out that those friendships that, you know, you're like, oh, hi, how are you doing, how is life, then we go for quite a period of time without talking, and then we meet and then still continue talking, are those friendships that with time really became very, very close. But those that I asked them, oh, it's the second day when you're really talking about that, oh, we are planning to do what, let's go here, nini, they didn't really last for very long. But those that I gave them time, you know, yes, we were not very good friends at the beginning, but we still continued being in touch. We still had those conversations. I didn't have like a lot to do with the friendship at the beginning, but later on, like, we became very, very close. We understood each other very, very well. We have seen each other's journeys. We have seen each other's values and beliefs. Like, we have seen each other's journey, so we really know a lot about each other. I have seen them really make very good significance at the end. Like those that I didn't really force. I didn't have to go that extra mile. I didn't have to jump cliffs or do all that for these friendships. I've seen them become very, very, very great at the end. So that is one. I did not give time for the friendships to blossom on their own. I felt like I had to do something about it, either emotionally, physically, or all that. I hope, guys, you're understanding me. The second terrible mistake is expectations, you know, unrealistic expectations that I put on my friends. You know, I felt like my friends had to leave whatever they were doing when I needed something for them to come and help me. You know, we are friends after all. I felt like you have to do this because you're my friend, and we hear this phrase all the time. Imagine he didn't do that and actually he's my friend. You know, there are those unrealistic expectations that we have on people, and especially as you grow, especially as you grow older, you realize how much life is demanding. You know, life is gonna be too more bana. You know, you're in your 20s, you have transitions. There are a lot of transitions in your life. You have this to take care of, you have delayed things that you're sorting out, you have the future to think about, you have the now to think about, there is spiritual life, there is family, and all this transitioning are like bringing a lot of imbalance with your life, and you really don't know how to like handle each one of them. So imagine, on top of that, you have a nagging friend who is like, you know, you are not there on this, you're not there on that. I think those expectations really tend to make the other person feel so tired, and they tend to really mess up a lot of relationships. Be realistic, bana. And I think one thing I really have pursued to go after or to really understand is, okay, you didn't come for my birthday, for example. Why? What happened? Are you okay? Blah blah blah. What's going on in your life? And I think now what I do nowadays is actually just checking up on them. Hi dear, how are you doing? You know, how was your day? How is work? If they are working, you know, how is your spiritual life? How is this and this? Like, I have really been intentional, because let me tell you guys, with the way life is, someone can unintentionally not check on you, not because like they have really purpose not to check on you, but because there are a lot of things. Unamka asubuhi, you have like a million things to do. Inafika jioni, you're tired, you just want to shower, eat, and sleep. Sometimes you even skip supper. So people are going through a lot of things. So can you please bring down your expectation? Can you also on your side be intentional to like check on your friends? Like, I've made it so deliberately. Like, on this day, sorry guys for that. That process haijakuwa as firm, but I want to be very, very intentional even on checking on my family, on my friends, because I've realized life can be a lot. But you really create time for those people that matter, and you become intentional about the things that really matter in life. So you, on the other hand, please stop having those unrealistic expectations. Can you understand? These people did not do this. Why? Maybe actually they are going through greater things than you're going through. Guys, you understand me? Yes, sometimes you expect our friends to leave whatever they are living. Alikuwa job, atoke job sayo. Oh, you're not feeling well? I'm coming right now. But in the other hand, they're not able to stop whatever they're doing, or they're not able to like create that time that you're really expecting them to create. They have a very tight schedule. They're not able to. Please seek to understand. Don't be controlled by emotions, and don't be controlled by assumptions. Seek to understand. And I think that brings us to our third point of communications. When you're able to talk to your friends, like I have realized that most of my friendships were like ended because I was not able to communicate well, or for example, I am hurt somewhere but I'm not able to like communicate, or I was very compliant. Like, or thinking, what, my friend is like this, but I'm going to handle it for the rest. Okay, there are those things that you can handle if they are not major, but there are things that are very major that you feel like you cannot be able to handle. So have communication. If both of you are mature, talk about it. Talk, this is what, when you do this is how it makes me feel. And if your friend really values their friendship, you'll be able to sit down and be okay. This is also what this makes me feel, and blah blah blah. And you get to have a solution at the end. But guys, friendships can end because of lack of communication. And you who is compliant, because we have very different temperament, we have very different personalities. We are wired very, very differently, and it takes two to agree in order to work together. So communicate. If something hurts you, don't sit on it, because one day you'll be very, very tired of it. Guys, I'm telling you out of experience. There are things that I harbored in my heart. Harbored, pole, harbored. One day I felt, what? I cannot do this anymore. And now, it was at the expense of our friendship. And that friendship could not continue because the other person could not really see what I was seeing. And if like it was communicated from the beginning, and like we began to work on it, okay, this is when you do this is how it makes me feel. If they are willing to work on it, and for them telling me when you do this is how it makes me feel. And you should always be willing to, kuachilia. What do we call it in English? Like, just be willing to listen to the other person and be willing to see, okay, this is what you say. Think about it and see where you can change. And if you still feel a certain way about what the other person raised, talk to them. Like, what I'm speaking is communication. Guys, don't be the compliant one. Don't be compliant. If something is not making you, don't harbor it for long, because one day you will not be able to harbor it anymore. And maybe it will be at the expense of that relationship, because the other person will be like, I've been like this all along. Why did you not complain about it? Or, this is who I am, or, so many things. But communication, talk. And guys, if you're a friend, seek for maturity. Honestly, be mature enough to allow God to allow you to be mature enough. Because I think the reason why some friendships end, it's on very, 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 very small things, Bana. Very things that would have been handled, things that would have been talked over, and things that would have ended. So one terrible mistake is not communicating and being compliant, like harboring or just wanting to be the best friend. That mentality that, I have to be the best friends of all. If I do not do this, I'm not being a good friend. No. You're not doing the other person a favor by being their friend, or the other person is not doing you a favor by being your friend. No, you're there for a reason. You're there for a purpose. You're two grown people. Learn to sit down and talk about those uncomfortable situations. And you friends, please be mature about it. Sit down, think about it, analyze it, see where you're actually doing wrong, and be ready to correct. And the other person, be ready to forgive and be ready to move on. I know it can be hard, but with the help of the Holy Spirit, it's going to be workable. The other point, which is my fourth and last point, is be very, very prayerful about your friendship. Let me tell you, I have come to realize that the enemy is against potential. If God has placed that friend in your life for destiny, the enemy is so much against it, because he can see the potential of those friendships. I remember we were one day being taught in church about there are spirits that are actually very against destiny friendship, or destined friendships by God. So that tells you that you have to arise and be in a position of warfare. Pray about your friendship. Pray about your friends. If a situation arises that is tending to separate you, don't be that person and like, actually don't need you. You go away. I'll actually get another friend. You're losing destiny. You're losing people that would have made you cross a bridge in your life or something like that. Don't be so quick to end friendship on very mere stupid things. Don't be so quick. Pray about it. And I remember I was reading a book by Doug Howard Mills, and it was speaking about so many problems have a spiritual cause. Maybe it is the enemy that is trying to separate you as friends because he has seen the potential that you two hold if you continue working together. He has seen what might come out of this friendship at the end. So, guys, don't end friendship just like that. Tafadhali. Pray about it. Allow the Holy Spirit to really lead you. I continually learn on how to involve the Holy Spirit on each and every step that I want to make in my life. And I hope it's the same for you too. So, friendship, anything that is of God is a battlefield. So you, as a woman or a man of God, you have to arise and know that prayer is the solution to so many things. Prayer is our weapon of welfare in so many occasions. Allow God to help you learn. I know there are friends that we adopt in life and they were not meant to be in our lives, or it is just their time. Their times to be in our life has come to an end. It only takes the Holy Spirit to actually help you understand, okay, this friendship, let me let it go now. Or this friendship is meant for this particular time, or this friendship is meant for this purpose. It's only the Holy Spirit that can give you such revelations. Only from a place of prayer, only from a place of seeking the Holy Spirit, only from a place of continuous relationship and intimacy with the Holy Spirit can you begin to gain some kind of revelation. So don't be so quick to let go of friendship just because you're feeling some kind of way or whatever. Both of you, if you are mature in the spirit, pray about it. There are friendship that I'm still praying about, and I'm still asking the Holy Spirit, God, if this broke out of my anger and emotions or out of my unforgiveness, Lord, I am repenting. And I am praying that you may restore some of them. And there are those that end and I'm like, you know what, my heart feels at peace that they ended. Because there's like a peace that I cannot explain, but I am glad they are the way they are. So, let's recap, guys. 1, I've already actually forgotten the first point. What was the first point? 1 is, don't quicken friendship. Allow them to blossom pole pole. Give them time to blossom. 2, don't have unrealistic expectations from your friend. Seek to understand. And 3 is communication. And 4, be prayerful about your friendship. Guys, comment down below. Write which are these mistakes that you have done in your friendship. Guys, so guys, comment down below, write down which mistakes from the 4 that you have realized that has really, really affected your friendship, and friendship, especially those that are destined, or those friendships that have come from God. And guys, that has been the video. So see you in my next video, guys. I love you guys. Bye bye.